We all love to see a new baby, but this one was different. For starters, he wasn't born in a hospital with doctors and disinfectant. He was born in a stable, more like a cave is what the experts say. There were no nurses, no cots, just some sheep and some hay. We didn't know he arrived because Joseph updated his Insta story. The first to hear were some shepherds surrounded by angels in glory. They were scared and afraid, but were told not to fear. A baby has been born to you, and he's near. He's the Messiah, the Savior. He's God's Son. So they rushed off to meet him. Through the fields they run. They arrive on the scene, and it's as the angel described. They see the baby wrapped in cloths and his mum by his side. They bow down to worship. They've not done that before. But there's something different about this baby. The King of Kings is what they saw. Now we're expecting the wise men who've travelled from far, but it'll be a few more years as they follow that star. And with them, the story takes a sinister twist. You see, they stop off to see Herod and they give him the gist that there's a new king in town. He's the true Lord. But Herod's not pleased, and what he does is absurd. He kills all the boys under 2 years old. But Joseph is warned in a dream. He's told to take Mary and Jesus to Egypt to flee. There you'll be safe from Herod. You'll be free. But Jesus didn't come to be safe and sound. He came for the lost, for us to be found. He came to bring light, to bring hope, to bring love. He came to connect us with God up above. He came for the broken, the hurting, the poor. He came for you, and he's knocking at your door. Open up and let me in. Let me help you and love you. Let me deal with your sin. You see, the baby grew up, a man he became, and he started a movement. The whole world would change. He gave value to all, to the ones despised and rejected. He challenged the rulers. He was not what they expected. The sick were healed, hungry fed, the blind man could see. The people loved him and cheered, and they saw victory. But those in power were shaken by the people's response. They plotted to kill him, to end this at once. He was arrested and beaten and whipped and betrayed. He was nailed to a cross. He could come down, but he stayed. He prayed for their forgiveness. They don't know what they do. My death's not the end. It's the start of the new. Life left his body. He was dead. It was dark. It was finished. In a grave he was laid, wrapped in cloths, hope diminished. But it wasn't the end. He told us before. 3 days later, he's back, and they couldn't believe what they saw. Their Messiah, their King, their God, and their friend, standing before them in glory. It wasn't the end. Trust and believe and do what I did. Love one another. This is my bid. Share this story of hope, of love, peace, and joy that started in Bethlehem with a new baby boy. That's what Christmas is for. It's what's behind all this fuss. We're not alone. God is there. Emmanuel, God with us.